Hello and welcome to the last in the series on the leader's brand. When we started the series, we looked at defining the brand. Define the brand. Define the story you want to be told as. Define who you want people to see you as. They check where you are and see how you play catch up to get to that place. Whatever you need to do, learn, develop yourself and do all that to get to where you want to get to. After you define the story, the next thing is to tell the story. Tell it first to yourself, because you are the subject matter. You are the real person involved. You need to be convinced about your story. If you are not convinced about your story, it's difficult for people to tell and to talk about you the way you want to be talked about. The next thing you need to do in telling your story is to create a group of builders. Those who are close to you, who will critique you when necessary, who will help you build the right story before you go to the general populace, the participants in your story. As we wrap up the series today, I'm going to be talking to you briefly as we look at the leader's brand on stand by your story. Stand by your story. One challenge we have today in the world is that people are so inconsistent. It's difficult to see people who are so intentional about what they want to be achieved at the brand. In many clients, politicians hop from one ideology to another without consistency. Inconsistent people are always a challenge to life. And when a leader is building a brand, you need to build a brand that is consistent with your principle, which is why it's important you have the right principle. The Bible makes us to understand that middle note with those who are given to change, those who are inconsistent, those who you cannot hold by their words, those who you cannot predict in certain ways how they will act when certain things crop up. They hop on the next thing which seems to be trending at every point in time. As a true leader in building your brand, you need to have a consistent brand. Stand by your story. If you are going to be consistently known as being someone who is always concerned about details, then be consistent. If you are going to be strategic in your mindset, be very, very strategic and consistent as a strategist. Being consistent is part of building the right standards about yourself. So stand by your story. When we say stand by your story, it doesn't mean that if your story is bad and needs to be worked on, you shouldn't do it. What it means is improve yourself and make sure that at every point in time, whatsoever improvement measures you need to put in place to be able to retain the brand you want to be known for, you put it in place. Sweat whatsoever you need to sweat in terms of your resources to ensure that at every point in time you present the right brand about yourself. Don't destroy your brand because of short-term goals and short-term achievements that will not last time. Don't let things that will not matter over time hinder the brand which you are building. Build the brand. I love a songwriter who said, "We'll only be remembered by what we have done." Be remembered for something good. Even after you have left an organization, when people talk about you, what brand have you left behind? When people see you and they need to refer you, what brand did they refer? So it's important. Stand by your story. Not standing by a false bad story, but standing by a brand. Stand by your brand. Stand by who you want the world to say you are. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, it's been nice having you this week on the Leadership Compass. Thank you, and once again, God bless you.